Gosh. Druzy, I'm so glad you said, when do you start? I'm not very good at this live streaming, and I was talking for, let's see, a good 2 or 3 minutes. Going, let me know if you hear me, let me know if you hear me. And you said, when did it start? It's like, oh, there's that go live button that I forgot to press. So hey everybody, it's Drawn of History. Some of you may have known me as Mr. Betts, but this is the Drawn of History channel. Oh, I'm sorry, did I disappoint you? Yes, sorry, I did disappoint you, but you are right. Mr. Terry was awesome. Mr. Terry is an early Drawn of History adopter, and it was really great to be able to work with him. But yeah, my uploads have been horrible, and we'll get into like why they've been so not existent for the past couple of months in a little bit. Thank you, Stephen, for letting me know that you hear me. But I thought today, what a really productive way of my time. Hey, Kelly. I thought a productive way for me to spend my time is maybe to work on some new documents while we celebrate the fact that Drawn of History has just hit 5,000 subscribers. Which, wow, I mean, that's amazing. 5,000 subscribers at this point is fantastic. I wish I had more things for you right now. But I wanted to like set up something so that I could be productive, but also kind of like get some community going, because I want to get a lot of community going on this channel. So I thought what we could do is, I have, as you can see here, I have a number of different drawing files that I have to work on for an upcoming video. And I think a good way for us to be productive, I always love being productive, will be like, why don't I answer some of your questions while I'm getting this done? Hopefully it won't distract me too much as I'm drawing. Hopefully I'll be able to draw and answer questions at the same time. But yeah, so let's see. Cartoons and history are two of my favorite things as well, and that's why I started Drawn of History last summer, and that's why I'm continuing to do it now. So let me know in the chat. Okay, we got 3 people that we have to be drawing. I'm not saying that I'm going to be here for the whole time, because it usually takes me about half an hour, 45 minutes to draw each one of these figures. So again, that's why everything takes so long. But for an upcoming video, do you want me to draw Gorbachev? Do you want me to do Truman right now, or do you want me to work on an East Berlin Guard, which should be pretty, you should get a sense of like the generalness of what the topic's going to be. But let me know in the chat, who should I work on the file for as I'm answering your questions? All right. Let's see, while I'm waiting for that, will there be a Q&A? We can kind of do Q&A right now. Are you going to learn how to play Hoi 4? I don't know, Hoi 4. I play like one game. It's a version, it's called Retro Bowl. It's like Tecmo Bowl, and I just play it on my phone because I don't have time for anything else. I wish I did. And anytime I want to play a game, I got too much work to do, so I'll just put Internet Historian's No Man's Sky video in the background, and that'll be like me doing a game. Oh, that looks like Gorbachev is coming off to a somewhat early lead, so we have that going on. I don't think there's like any poll features, but maybe there are poll features. I don't know. But I got, let's see, Guard, Gorby, Truman, Gorby. Let's see, I think Gorby might be the one that's going to be taken. Oh, now I think Truman's kind of like tied. Oh my, it's a little anachronistic, but it's still there. Well, we need a bit of democracy in here. Oddly enough, we have didn't you vote for the East Berlin Guard? But let's see. Hearts of Iron 4 is what he is referring to. Yeah, I would have no idea. Hey, it's Mr. Terry. Look who's showing on up in here. Mr. Terry. By the way, if you have not heard Mr. Terry's vocal performance in my 1812 series, you're missing out on a lot. He was very hard on himself in the chat, not in his chat, when he did a review of the video, but I think he did a fantastic job. I got some Trumans coming in, I got some Gorbies coming in. You know what? Let's start drawing the two of them and maybe see guest stars screaming MP4. Yeah, who knows? Maybe like if we can get this thing going, maybe we can get actual guest stars on the screen. I'm just happy the fact that I got my laptop to show up over here. I got me in the corner over here because that's about like the biggest part that you need. Oh, it was not cringe. You were fantastic, and I'm gonna hit you up again so that you can redeem yourself. And then I got the chat, a live chat going on over in here. So you know what, Douglas Salata, I think you have a good suggestion. So, Mr. Terry, since it sounds like you're there, I need to desperately catch up on the artwork for upcoming videos, and in upcoming videos, I have an East Berlin guard that needs to be drawn, I have Harry Truman that needs to be drawn, or I have Gorbachev. Who should we do now? Let's see. Who should we do now? While you're guessing that, let's see. That would be fun. I think I'm planning on having a lot of guest stars. That'd be cool if that becomes like my thing. I'm planning on having a lot of guest stars in the upcoming video. I can't really give too much information about it, but it's a very big collaborative process. Like it's gonna be a big thing. You're gonna know it when it comes out, because if you're into history YouTube, you're going to recognize a lot of the people that are involved. Harry Truman, you should draw. Terry says Gorbachev. Terry's the man. So if we have time, we could do Truman, or maybe we can even like have somebody pick something later. But let's see what we can do for Gorbachev. And are we going to see the American Revolution as the next video for Drawn of History? It would be a little anachronistic to have Gorbachev in it if we did. But let's see. Okay, good. My pen's actually working, because my pen was not working before, and that was really freaking me out. So let's start going. In case you were wondering how my process goes, I work on a HP Spectre laptop for my digital art. I hate it. One of the reasons why it's been taking me so long to get more videos out there is because at one point I sent it in because it was doing a weird like discoloration thing. They said, okay, we'll have it back to you by like the beginning of next week. Then they said they couldn't fix it right away. They needed to get parts. Then they tried to tell me that my warranty was null and void after I just bought an extension on the warranty. Then they said, okay, we are going to honor it, but you're going to have to wait a month for all the parts to come in. And then they said, we're going to send you a new one. And then they sent me a loaner, and the loaner didn't work. And then they sent, so basically it took like a month for me to get a working laptop for the actual art, which if it's an animated channel is kind of important. So that's one of the reasons why it's taken so long. But what I do is I work in Photoshop, and I have this base file over here. So that the characters look pretty consistent everywhere throughout the video. Like if somebody is particularly fat or like has particularly tall, I can start moving it around. But this is the base that I work off of. And then I got my little stylus over here. Maybe one day I will like get that whole like Wacom whole setup over here. But as it is right now, I got this, and I got two monitors up here as well. So I have no idea where I'd put it anyway. But I usually take some reference layers, like I got some reference layers over here. I gotta go Gorby with the glasses. I always like Gorby with the glasses. But I put them up here, and then I just start kind of like with a sketch. And as long as I can get the face going, I'm good to go. Okay. So let me kind of see what I got working on over here. Okay. Now, Gorby is going to be a little bit more forgiving than others because, you know, he's got that thing. This thing up here, okay? Like, look at that. Still don't know what it is. Grew up with it my entire life. Everybody made fun of it. I still don't know what it is. I should probably, in the research of my next video, do a little research, figure out what it actually is. But yeah. So, you know what? Let me move my keyboard a little. There's just so much stuff around here. Okay. I want to get that out there a little. I want to get like the main strokes. And of course, like doing this on live stream really kind of puts the pressure on. But what are you going to do? Okay. Got a big old nose. Think he's had his fair share. You know what I mean? Okay. Alright. Gorby gets over it here. Kind of has like, you can kind of see on the layers here, like, face kind of, it doesn't point down here, but it definitely like, there's a curvature to it. So let's get that base in there. Because once we have the basic lines, then we can start, oh, let me get rid of what I did over there. But now it's hard to see that. There we go. All right. But yeah. So we got that over there. We got this baseline here. Okay. And then we kind of just bring it around over in here. I did Reagan before, and man, does Reagan have long ears. He's got ears like a basset hound. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got that over in here. Then we have a beautiful, beautiful head of hair. There we go. Right there. Oh, that's fantastic. That's just how we want it. Oh, that's great. Get that up there. Okay. And kind of futzes around over here. Little ear poking out over there. Right? And we get that there. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're not going to forget the thing on top of his head. Come on. Get him over in there. Get him over in there. What's that? You've been such a big inspiration for my channel. Now I'm rocking to hopefully you're talking to Mr. Terry, that you're the big inspiration to the channel. Yeah, Mr. Terry, take over there. Is that you, Mr. Bet? That is me. Oh, no, you were talking to me. Yeah, so I guess while I'm doing a little bit of this drawing, let me address the whole drawing of history, Mr. Bet's class. So let me know, throw like an MBC in the chat if you used to watch Mr. Bet's class, if that's how you found me, because there's a couple of different ways that people have found me. Well, look at that over there. There we go. So looks. Oh, thank you. There's a couple of different ways that people have found me before, and one of the biggest ways is through Mr. Bet's class, which is my other channel that I really haven't done anything with in quite some time. And kind of what's going on with that is I've done Mr. Bet's class for a very, very long time. And Mr. Bet's class was really known for its... Mr. Hey, Mr. Terry, did you change your avatar to your avatar from the video? That's pretty cool. Yeah, so Mr. Bet's class is the other channel that I have, and I've worked on that one for a very long time. It's like 250 videos or something on like that. And it was one of those things where I never really imagined it was going to become for such a young audience. I guess I should have, because if you know anything about it, it's known for its historical parody songs. And so I did well over 100 of those, and then I did like meme stories and all that kind of stuff like that. And let me get this out a little. You can be a little bit crazy with this. And then I wanted to start changing, and I wanted to start doing something a little bit like more mature, a little bit more adult. and where I could just make like the kind of jokes that I like to make, and not have to worry about like if 4th or 5th graders are watching it. So that's where Drawn of History kind of came in. I had started doing some of those projects over at Mr. Betts' class. In fact, some of them have migrated over, and I've even played around with the idea of like migrating them all over. If only because it's like an easy way for me to get even more content, hence the Jamestown and the Pilgrims video. Because I'm like, okay, well, that was really good, and that's reflective of the work that I kind of want to do. But yeah, so that's kind of where Drawn of History came from a need to kind of like expand off of what I had been doing for a very, very long time. So yeah, I think it kind of angles in a little bit more. Let's get that. And this is just a rough sketch. But yeah, I tell people it's the oversimplified of American history. Well, thank you for that. I'm. You know what? I haven't really locked in Drawn of History for what exactly it's going to be focusing on, which is another cool thing. Because like in the Mr. Betts class, it was very much American history. It was hard to branch out from something more than that. So this, I kind of just get to do whatever I want to do over here. So that's really liberating. I mean, I started doing Mr. Betts' class, I think, in 2012. So yeah, I think I came from a collab video with Mr. Beat. Mr. Beat and I, we go back. We go back. We're OG. We've been working together on and off. We've just been, internet friends. I actually met him 2 years ago. We went to EduCon and VidCon, met up there. But Mr. Beat, he is fantastic. I love working with him. He's the nicest creator I have ever met. No offense, Mr. Terry, but like Mr. Beat will give you the shirt off his back. And he deserves absolutely everything that has come his way. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up. I texted him before. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna try to do the first live stream. Wish me luck. Let's see. What can I do to kind of make it a little bit more like him? But yeah, so that's kind of that. Oh, this is kind of sticking out a little bit too much. So let me get that out there. This over here. All right, and then we're almost done with our roughs. Okay, and it's just easier if I just give him like a not quite balled up fist. It's got a little bit loose, Well, Perestroika and Glasnost, he's looser than the rest. Stalin. Don't worry, I think Stalin's making an appearance in the new video as well. I have an idea that like Stalin, whether I do his voice or if I have somebody else do his voice, I want him to sound like Jason Mantzoukas, who, I don't know if you've ever watched The League. He's Ralphie. If you're watching Invincible, he's Rexplode. Like, he just got the best voice ever. And I don't think I have a very good Russian accent. So I think if I just go like balls to the walls, kind of Jason Mantzoukas voice, I think that would work. He and his wife are awesome on Twitter. I think I should know who his wife is. I know I listened to them on like How Did This Get Made? So this is what happens. This is what I have about here for Gorby. And what I do with this now, okay, is you'll notice I have all of these different layers over on here. So I usually just make a head layer, left and right arm, chest, sometimes legs. Usually not. Usually legs are down here just attached to the chest, attached to the body, and because that's just way too much to animate. Yeah, by the way, I do all my animating in Adobe Premiere. I tried getting myself into After Effects for like the Black Death video, which I still think is maybe the best Drawn of History video. For my Black Death video, like I tried teaching myself just how to do it. That's why there's one plague cell where it actually like moves around like that. And that took me a good like 2 hours to figure out how to get that all done. So I was like, you know what? Learning curve is too steep. What I got now, that's gonna do. So then, yeah, there you go. Oh, I thought you... Rachel, I thought you were talking about Jason Mantzoukas. You were talking about Mr. Beat. Yes, I know Mrs. Beat as well. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so another trick that I learned if you're trying to do some of this stuff is you have to start unifying your styles. So like my outline of everything is in a 10-point font. A 10-point font, and a little brush over here. Should be tape, but let's put that over in there. And just like straight black. And then may not be the most like socially acceptable thing to do, but if you are white, this is your color over here, right? The color that I'm picking over here, that's going to be your color. That way, I can always take your head off, put another person's head on, another white person's head on, and the colors match, right? So it's very, very easy when I get a big crowd that I have to animate. So let's start actually inking this guy in. And as we're inking him in over here, let me see if anybody has a good question they want me to answer. Okay. We're behind. Yeah. Goes up in here. There we go. I want to make sure I'm getting these nice big curves right. Okay. Here. Like that. So this is what my my pen likes to do because it's an awful HP product. It likes to just like stop working, and then I gotta unscrew it and then shake the battery around. Brand new batteries don't matter. And then, come on. And then wait for it to come back. What is my favorite type of eggs? You know, I'm trying to cut down on eggs, cholesterol, and everything like that, which is the coolest answer that I could possibly give. But, let's see. Come on. You finally going to work? Good. I'd say just give me some straight scrambled eggs. No. Okay. Take it back. Give me an egg on a hamburger. First time I ever had an egg on a hamburger, I was in Kuala Lumpur. I thought it was a weird looking piece of mozzarella cheese. I quickly figured out that it was not, and I was like, yo, what is this new future that I have stepped into? And then, yeah, I was done after that. So, yeah. My favorite type of egg is on a hamburger. Okay. Hard-hitting questions. There we go. Oh boy. So you guys are coming up with some big topics in the chat. I think what I need to focus on for a little bit is, and I tell myself this, and then I consistently write 10-page scripts. But what I need to do is make smaller videos so I can make them more frequently. And I've been saying that forever. And one of these days I'll actually do it. And I'm going to try to hold this one to maybe like an 8-minute video. Right? Maybe something like that. Because this one definitely has a time frame that it has to go out on. If it doesn't go out on time, it misses out on a really big opportunity that you guys will know about later. So yeah. So this is a good one for me to have to deal with. Okay. You know what? It is a big question. Do I want to do Gorby glasses or Gorby no glasses? I don't know. Okay, well, let's get some Gorby hair in. We have some time to decide. Okay, we got that. And like, how's it go? So it goes back a little first. And then it's like, no, I'm coming in. There we go. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, everybody talks when they draw, and if they don't, they're not really drawing. You gotta talk to yourself. That's easy. It's like trying to keep up a conversation with you guys that I'm a little bit worried about, but yeah. And that'll be an interesting question. You know what? So, one of the reasons I also like to have these visual references here is it when in doubt, boom, Gorby, I just stole the color for your weirdness. Okay, so let's outline it up here. There we go, Gorby. Whatever that is, it's representing. Now, here's an interesting thing. Because I'm not going to make a complete separate file of the other way, like of this on the other side of his head. So, do I work it into the script? Do I work it into the script that it changes? Kind of like if you've ever seen Robin Hood Men in Tights, and they tell Richard Lewis's character, like, wasn't your mole on the other side? And he goes, I have a mole? That would be a good joke to steal. You kids ain't seen it yet. Robin Hood Men in Tights. Just work your way through the Mel Brooks catalog. You'll be fine. Okay. There we go. Corby's got his brows. Okay. Now, and then trying to make the eyes, and then, yeah. There we go. He's got kind of like sad puppy dog eyes, you know? This way. Buffalo is almost Canada. That is correct. That is factually correct. Speaking of Buffalo, I haven't talked to him in a while, but big ups to Hip Views History. Hope everything's going well with him. He is the originator of kind of like the circles, the history YouTuber circles that I got into. Actually, he's like the originator of like the homemade, and then you gotta kind of like do the John Green crash course for everything else, because like crash course changed my life, right? When I started seeing that, I was getting my master's degree, so I had done some teaching, but like I was in the classroom, not in the classroom anymore, and I was getting my master's degree. And I kind of bummed that I wasn't in the classroom anymore. And then I started seeing Crash Course come out. And I was like, yo, what is this? And I was like, I can't do that, but I can do my version of that. And then cut to, what is it? Cut to 2000, what was the last summer that actually existed? 2019. I'm in LA at Google's having EduCon. Which is for like online educators. I somehow got myself invited to that. And who am I talking to? Like I'm having, not even like having dinner, just hanging out at a lobster roll truck with John Green, just talking about like online video and whatnot. And it was the most surreal YouTube experience that I've ever had. It was great. I was talking to him and his dad about like YouTube, and not like in a, as far as I know, not like in a, okay dude, whatever, I gotta go, like active conversation with all parties. So I was like, this is cool. I really like this. Okay, boom. Okay, hopefully I've been paying enough attention. Okay, give him some lines. And then, you know what, after we put in some skin and whatnot, then we'll do the detail for the rest. But let's see. Okay, so now this is where everybody becomes the same white boy. Okay? So let's start working on that. So what I do, boom, and then I prep it up, and then I go to my color layer. Boom, there we go over there. Now, I'm going to be nice to him. I'm going to give him 2 different hair colors. Because he's got the dark brows, but the light gray hair. So let's see. We'll go wand over here. Then we'll go wand over here. Expand it out. Boom. Bump. Bump. Then we'll just grab your eyebrow color. There we go. I guess maybe I'm not going with glasses Gorby. I can always add them on later if I feel like doing that. Okay, boom, boom, and then let's grab that weird color thingy. I'm sorry if you at home have a weird color thing and I'm being incredibly offensive. I just don't know what it's called. So, yeah, don't mean to offend. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get rid of that and let me check on the colors, because like even when I do it like this, it doesn't quite work. Let's see, what did I see about there? If you can collab with the armchair historian. I haven't met him yet, but I have talked with him and I've talked with some of his people about some things. And, you know, it's just getting my stuff going and getting the time to get my stuff going. I wish I could collab more, but even when I'm focusing, like, I will be very happy if I can pop out 3 videos this summer. If I can do that, I will be a model of productivity. Okay. There we go. There we go. Over here. Alright, so I just do this and I have the blue background. In most colors, it helps me see if it didn't take anywhere. Let me make sure I'm going behind so I don't want to draw over anything. Boy, it's hot in here. I can't remember if I turned off my air or not. If I did, that was a poor decision on my behalf. I chose poorly. Okay. All right. Right. Everybody cool in there? Okay, so now we can just give some details in here. Once the heads are done, oh my gosh. Everything else is easy. Because you don't have to be as specific. The only time it gets trickier is, you know, if you're doing like an elaborate uniform or something, then it can be kind of tricky. Okay. Get your hair in there, Gorby. There we go. But I do like what you guys are doing in the chat, like talking about who else should I collab with? Do I see Cypher in there? Or Cynical Historian? He's actually appeared in Drawn a History video. He plays Bacon in the Virginia one. Bacon who... Oh, I don't like the way that looked. Undo. Bacon who, yes, pooped himself to death. That's how his role in the rebellion ended. So, yeah, there's always that. And whenever I can put a fart joke into a history video, oh, you know I'm going to get that done. I got to go for that. You know, history is too ridiculous to not laugh at. So, and who doesn't love a good fart joke? Okay. Let's see. I think that's a good enough likeness for Gorby, right? What do you think? You know what? He's kind of got baggy eyes. I'd have baggy eyes too. If you're trying to actually loosen up the Soviet Union yet still keep it together, People are trying to like coup you, right? People are trying to overthrow you, kidnap you. Oh boy. Alright. But that's going to be like our little Gorby for this. So then what I do next is put this back over on here. I throw this sketch down to here. Okay. And I will make the head more. I will increase the or decrease the opacity. Yeah, on the head. Sorry, it's really hot. I need some water. There we go. There we go. Nice store brand Solial berry seltzer water. Yumma. But so now what I get to do is the easy part. Doing suits and all that, those are easy parts. So let's just get them done. Okay. So usually start off with a shoulder over there. Bring it on down. I've been trying to tell myself to be slightly less detailed on the clothing this time around. Just because, like, the, let's see if I can pull it up. Map. I'll just take my word for it. I think on the War of 1812 video, there were something like 40 different characters that were drawn for that, you know, with all three parts considered. And I mean, I do work faster when I'm not live streaming, but I don't work that much faster. So if I can save just a little bit of time here and a little bit of time there, that means you get more videos. Excuse me. Okay. And more videos equals gooder. More videos are gooder. Oh, with my desktop, did the music run out? Let's put the music back on. Let's do it. Okay. This is Home. I love Home. The weird thing is I can't hear it and I can't figure out how to hear it. Like, I have no monitoring. So if this sounds horrible, you need to let me know. I'm not going to know till it's all over. But I have no monitoring in my headphone for some reason. I can't figure out how to do that with OBS because I'm not good at that. But I thought it'd be nice to have some music in the background. So, but if it's too loud, let me know. If I sound like garbage, let me know. It's got a little bit of a high collar there. I'm going to have to fix that. Not like we're really going to see it, but that's goes a little bit much over here. Okay. No, that's a little bit too little. Golden. Okay, and we'll just cut this out over here. Make this line just a little bit easier on the curve. There we go. Boom. Nobody's going to see it anyway. Okay. We'll get rid of that over there. And we're good. So, and then I can just run that. It probably just would have been easier for me to just delete it all together. So, you know what? Let's check something. Because I was convinced, so let's see if I'm right. This is, the cool thing about Home is, from my understanding, Home is like, yeah, use our stuff. That's why Home is like one of the ones that you hear all over. By the way, if you don't know who Kevin MacLeod is, he does like half of all music that you hear in YouTube videos. I don't know why I'm looking at the mic. You guys are over here. But Kevin MacLeod on Incompetech, yeah, basically he provides the soundtrack for all of YouTube. So yeah, if you start going through the songs over there, you go, I know every single one of these tracks. Anyway, I was always like, I was a bit like, well, no one expects the Inquisition, but I want to see if by having this live stream to celebrate 5,000 subscribers, if I've lost enough where I don't have 5,000 subscribers anymore. So let's take a look. Oh no, we still got 5,003 according to this, according to my dashboard. I am pleasantly surprised at that. Okay. There we go. Fine. I am very surprised at that, because usually live streams are like, what? Okay, you know, oh, let's go to switch over to the 8, but that's okay. You can have a thick font, Gorby. There we go. I'm going to give you, there we go, over here. And here comes your neckline. Oh, neckline kind of points the wrong way. Okay. And we'll do a little bit of cleaning up around here. Oh yeah, that angle needs to be cleaned up there. Okay. We need a button on our suit. Of course we need a button on our suit. Some pant legs. Told you, this is so much easier doing this part. Okay. And then... Does anybody know how to do a poll on like the live stream? Because I have an idea. So if you know how, like, the easy way to tell me how to do a poll on a live stream, put it in the chat. I have an idea. Okay. Oh. Let's get that out. That looks embarrassing, Gorby. Come on. God, I know it's cold in Moscow, but come on. There we go. Nice, simple business shoes. There we go. It's a good shoe. All right. I just use straw poll. You mean like just ask, or is that like a straw poll? Is that like a thing? Is that like a strawpoll.com, or do you just ask? Because whether or not it looks like it, we're actually almost done with Gorbachev, but I maybe had an idea for after Gorbachev. We can have a little bit of fun. Okay. Go. Alright, now we can start painting you in. Gorby, you look like a dark blue suit guy. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to steal your color. Boom. Steal it over there. And wand. Okay. Get your pants as well. Go. Boom. Beautiful. Gorby, are you a really dark tie guy? Gorby, did you know so long ago that your choice of tie on whatever day this was would make it into a YouTube video drawing? How about that? It's amazing how the world works. And I don't care if it's an ugly tie. Maybe, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take, for the red of your tie, I'm going to take a very dark version of your head red. Okay? That's what it's going to be. Okay. Okay. Boom. We'll pop this over in here. Yeah. There we go. And then let me take a blue. Oh, that's more of a purple. Yeah, well, that'll work. I've never actually been much of a color person. I always preferred working in... Oh, where are you coming out of? There we go. I've always preferred working in black and white when I was working with, you know, real, like, physical media. But this works for me here. Okay. Deselect. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, do I have to color anything in there? It's actually a little bit too purple for me. It's too purple for me. So let's get that out of there. Let's get blue, and we'll go dark blue this way. There we go. Hey. Oh, because I'm still in the chest line. See? There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. And I can just fill in those little gaps with here. Nobody will ever know the difference. You're not allowed to tell anybody. So you're doing a Cold War video. Generic person, you are pretty quick on the uptake. I am doing a Cold War video. But about a specific part of the Cold War. I know somebody before was like, do the Russian Revolution. And I'm like, okay, if there is one channel that I get compared to more than anything else, which I'm happy to get the comparison because it's one of my favorite channels as well. But if there's one channel that I get compared to more than anything else, it's Oversimplified. And I seem to remember they have a pretty good Cold War video that goes over like the whole era. So if I'm gonna do something like that, I better hone in on something specific. So that's gonna be my approach to it. Let me take that color and we'll go like real dark for the button. There we go, button. Okay, any corners? There shouldn't really be any corners. But let's just see, just in case. Okay, Gorby. You get some nice Russian loafers. There we go. Boom, boom, bop, bop. Okay, and then you thought that was quick. Oh, let me just give you a little bit of definition. Not much. A little bit of definition. Oh yeah. I get, and I am fine getting compared to Oversimplified because I love his approach. I think, I at least think like my jokes and my humor are different enough. Oh no, that's from his face. So like I'd like to think that the amount of work that I put in makes it clear. Oh wow, I should probably plug in my laptop before it dies. But I think the amount of work that I put into it makes it clear that I'm not trying to just be a clone. Like I'm trying to do my own thing. So yeah. I forgot how I even got to that. Yeah. If someone does an anatomy of Mr. Bet's characters, it's gonna be more cursed than the spear hoodie. Yeah, or like what was it? The Among Us, like what they actually look like inside of that. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Everybody has the proportion, like the head to body proportion of the of a baby, of like a newborn baby, where you're like 50% head. But yeah, that's the most important part. Anyway. Come on. That way you just get them all in there. Okay, arms, we get them done. Easy. We're in, we're out. There we go. Bring that out a little bit. But you know what, Corby, you feel like the kind of guy that'll have just a little bit of shirt sticking out. Which is good. Come on. Go. Bump. Make it a little bit smaller for the finger lines over here. Alright. And boom. Fairy tales can come true. They can happen to you. And now I've lost revenue. Okay. There we go. And now I have to find this color again. Okay, it's that color. Okay. Now get out of here, chest. Boom, boom. So very easy over in here. We just wand it up. Boom. Color prep it up. Boom. Did I do it? Did I mess it up? Yeah, I think I did. I don't think I actually got the color. I was my hubris. I was done in by my hubris. Okay. I'm starting to get into this, right? Yeah, I'm starting to get into like the groove of working and talking to you guys at the same time. I can tell you, I am a real teacher, and the other teachers in my office, they tell me about the weird noises that I make whenever I am working. So yeah, so I got that going for me, right? Okay, but let's see, prep, bump, 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 bump. Okay, deselect. All right, go. Just a little bit of definition, maybe a little bit of definition over here by the elbow, by the shoulder. Boom, you got an arm going on there. Okay, now we just do the right arm over here. Make you smaller. Make you bigger. Okay, there we go. You learned a new thing today. I thought it was one way. No, I'm pretty sure at this point, like, Oversimplified has a team working for him. If he doesn't, that boy does not sleep. Cause like, I mean, his first videos were, what was it, less than 10 minutes long? And now it's, everything is a 2-part, hour-long opus of steadily, like, increasingly awesome quality. So yeah, that guy, he has to have a team working for him. If he doesn't, wow. Even if he's got like whatever he likes doing, he can still do that part. And then get other people to do the part that creates the logjam. Did I put white on those? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Well, it gets sponsored a lot, so I guess his... Oh, yeah. I would not even want to guess how much his sponsorship deals are for. Because, like, when you're... And then he puts out 2 videos. So, he's basically... When he does put out a video, he goes, okay, yeah, so I have a guaranteed at least 5 million 5 million views coming. So, yeah. How much you want to pay me? And dude earns it. Right? I am not hating on him at all. Okay. And then, boom. We are almost done, people, with Gorby. Took a long time, but we're almost done with Gorby. Let's make sure all the little folds got what they need. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, we need a little bit of white up here. Let's give just a little bit of detail. Let's let the line weight. There we go. Boom, boom. And just a little bit there, a little bit there. Alright. Alright, so it looks like we got our Gorby. And we throw you over there, get rid of that, get rid of that. Make your head and chest no longer ghost head and ghost chest. And that will be our Gorbachev. What do we think? Pretty good? Pretty good? So. My idea is, let's see what do I gotta like sign up for straw poll or something? Straw poll. I don't know. Probably not gonna stay on for too much longer, but my idea is take a suggestion. What historical figure should I draw now? I could draw Truman, I could draw the East Berlin Guard, or I could leave it up to you. We'll do a quick drawing of another one. So let me know who you think would be good for me to draw. I guess I got to give it a little bit of a leeway. Gorby looking fine, says Deagle. Oh Yeah, how you doing, Corby? Oh yeah. There's if you've ever seen The Naked Gun, the little part where like Frank Drebin comes in and he attacks all of like the late '80s tyrants and whatnot, and he puts Gorby in a headlock and then just takes like a rag and goes. And he's like, I knew it. Let's see. Which famous characters are in your next video? Well, let's see what we got here. Okay. I can preview a little. Let's do a little preview a little. Okay. Let's see. We got this guy make an appearance. I mean, come on. Let's see. We got... I don't know. Let's see. Joe's showing up. There we go. Let's see. Who else is going to be making an appearance? Open. Let's see. We got some Khrushchev. Let's see who else is coming in. We got some Reagan. Reagan's over here. So yeah, we got a couple of heavy hitters coming on in. Yeah. So let's see. Genghis Khan. See, Genghis Khan is interesting because like I don't know exactly if I'm getting him right. So let's see. Anybody else? Who else do I got ready to go up here? Open. Card. Ulbrich. Oh, Ulbrich, where did you go? Okay, there he is. I'm like, whoa, where is he? Whoa, it's the figures of the Cold War. Yeah, and like a quick shout out to my Patreon, which is actually patreon.com/MrBetsClass, because a lot of the support still comes from the Mr. Betts Class, Mr. Betts Class channel, but what I wind up doing is I also wind up putting like downloadable files of all of this, of all of the different figures that I do on there. So I don't know, like especially for like your teacher, they're really good for you to have if you want to put them on handouts and whatnot. Hey Gordy, you're back. Yeah, so it's a Cold War video. But yeah, let's see. You know what? I think maybe that'll be what we do. This is a sneak peek. First row seats, if you think about it. Yeah, you got it. You know what's going on now. Tell you what. And since you know what's going on, let's see. Let's throw that. Boom. Let's draw a little Ho Chi Minh. There we go. You've been here the entire time, and I know you were a little bit disappointed at the beginning that it wasn't an actual new video. So there you go, Ho Chi Minh. You got it. You know what? Oh man. No, we'll do Castro later because I think Castro may make a little appearance in the new video. Ho Chi Minh isn't going to, but you know what? You've been here for like the whole time, and I know you were like a little bit upset that oh, you got a skinny face, dude. Okay. So let's see. We'll just do like a little quick Ho Chi Minh. Mainly just because of that goatee. Oh boy, that is serious. Got a little bit out there. Yeah, it'd be hard for me in my style to do like a straight out like Vietnam one because I like the jokes too much. Boy, oh boy, is that a depressing topic. I mean, I ruined myself. I watched the entire, like, Ken Burns, the Vietnam War set, and just, oh boy, I can't find that much humor in that. Plus, boy, that's a copyright strike. Because if you're gonna do it right, man, I mean, come on, you got to use all the music, and oh boy, I'll be paying all them hippies. Okay. There we go. Get him going. I don't think I'm going to do a full color on him. I'll just do like a little sketch on him. There we go. That is an interesting facial hair to be rocking. I couldn't pull this one off. But you know what, OG? I think you kind of got it. I think you're kind of working with it. I'm going to get rid of some of that over in there. Good. That's an interesting. Look at this ear line over here. That is an interesting ear line that you got there, Ho Chi Minh. Did you get that when you were studying in France? You were in France, right? Go. Look at them cheekbones. All right. Oh, yeah, but yeah. It happens to the best of us, dude. There you go. Honestly, you gonna ask me? I think you should Bruce Willis it. Yeah, wow. Look at like how slender and skinny his face is. Like this whole section of the normal template that I use, he's like, nope, I'm good. Learn to live with less, you know? There we go. Bump. Well, he actually looks like he got a little bit of a smile over here. Kind of rocking blue steel over here. What you doing? See how that works. Agent Orange versus blue steel. There we go. Got like a narrow kind of temple thing going on over here. Okay. But I think, yeah, there's our little Ho Chi Minh. What do you think? There we go. I would buy the plushies for the class. Comment in the chat. First, let me make videos, and then like plushies can come later. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna say this. In the War of 1812 video. Brock and Tecumseh, I thought people were really going to dig that one. I didn't get like one Brock or Tecumseh comment in the like remark in the comments. I thought people were going to be like, greatest bromance in history. Boom, boom, boom. Because I really enjoyed writing their stuff. But yeah. So that's that. But yeah, so okay. Boom. We got Ho Chi Minh waiting for you. Let's make sure we still have 5,000 subscribers. I haven't alienated them all yet. Whoa, 5,005. What? There we go. All right. Well, with that, we've been streaming for about an hour or so. thank you for showing up. Hopefully you liked this. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of behind the scenes. Mr. Terry, I'm sure you got like a billion things to do, but thank you for hanging out the entire time and helping out the channel just in general. And to all 5,005 of you out there, thank you for supporting the channel. I would I would expect to see, definitely you're seeing something next month, and then hopefully we can get a 2 for next month. Because got another script, got even animation done on something, but there's something that I gotta make done. But if I could knock them both out in 1 month, that would be fantastic. Well, comments about the bromance now isn't going to change anything. Yeah, so thank you. If you like this, just let me know. We'll do this again. I'll see you guys. All right. Bye.